ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Erickson Lubin. This fight right here, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this fight right here is going to be a very exciting fight. I'm telling y'all, this right here, this is a great matchup. Great matchup. Now, of course, we know Erickson Lubin. He is the challenger in this fight, of course. And Erickson Lubin is a very skilled fighter. Most people may not give him the credit that he rightfully deserves, but Erickson Lubin is a really great fighter. He really is. I believe he's one of those underrated fighters that people don't give him enough respect and credit for. And when I say people, I'm not talking about other professional boxers. I'm talking about boxing fans, particularly the casuals. But Erickson Lubin is 27-2 with 19 knockouts. And of course, both of his losses came by way of knockout. From, of course, Jermell Charlo and then Sebastian Fundora, which was his last loss. And I believe that it was too premature for him to fight the much bigger, much stronger, much polished, and much experienced Charlo, in my opinion. I think that was a fight that was too premature for him. That's just my opinion. And then in the Sebastian Fundora fight, I believe that in the beginning, he was sticking to the game plan. But once he got knocked down and he got back up and he shook off the cobwebs just a little bit, he began to exchange with Fundora, let his hands go, and basically turned it into a brawl. And I also believe at some point he never recovered. He did do a good job with catching Fundora in between the shots and then knocking Fundora down. And he almost ended Fundora's winning streak in that fight. But he always maintained poise in that fight. He got back up, showed grit, showed heart, showed determination, and he did not quit. But Erickson Lubin deserves a lot of credit. And I also believe that he deserved to be in the ring competing for a world title against Virgil Ortiz Jr. I mean, think about it like this. In his last 3 fights, right? I'm talking about Erickson Lubin. In Lubin's last 3 fights, he won 3 in a row after that knockout loss to Fundora, right? And those 3 opponents who he won against had a combined record of 57 wins and only 3 losses. And of course, one of the fighters had all 3 of the losses. I mean, he fought and beat an undefeated Jesus Ramos Jr. Let's not forget that in one of those 3 fights. So he's fought against top-level competition for the past 5 or 6 years. And I'm talking about Luben. Give this young man credit. I mean, he's fought Fundora, Louis Arias. He's fought Rosario, Terrell Grosher. Some of y'all might have forgot about his resume. Okay? Jesus Ramos Jr., undefeated. Most people couldn't even last past a certain amount of rounds against Jesus Ramos Jr. And now he is getting the title shot that I believe he rightfully deserves here versus Virgil Ortiz Jr., who's also undefeated. Virgil Ortiz Jr., we know him, 23 wins, and 21 of those 23 wins have come by way of knockout. I mean, the guy is just relentless. He's a knockout machine. Number 2 ranked in America. Number 3 ranked in the world. He is a world champion. Super welterweight world champion. Who's one of the best in the division. Ortiz is going to have that home cooked advantage. He's definitely going to be at home in Texas. That's hometown. So he's going to be home. He's definitely going to be home tomorrow night. Definitely going to be home. He last fought Madrimov in February of this year. Okay? He's been a little bit more active in the last year compared to Luben. I mean, the man fought 3 times in 2024. Been very active. But his level of competition wasn't as good as Luben's, in my personal opinion. But he has fought some really, really good fighters too now. Don't forget about Vergil Ortiz's resume. I mean, I remember 5 years ago when he fought Maurice Hooker. Did a tremendous job in that fight. He fought Mean Machine. You know, he fought Madrimov as well in his last fight in February of this year. But this is going to be a good fight. I mean, here's the thing. Virgil Ortiz Jr., yes, he lets his hands go a lot, and he attacks the body. And I think that's what he's going to have to do to Erickson Lubin if he want to come out victorious tomorrow night. He also is going to have to move his head a little bit. I know that's not his style defensively speaking, but he's going to have to move his head. He's going to give up 4 inches of reach. So his job is to get up underneath that jab of Luben, attack the body, and when he gets on the inside, after attacking the body, go upstairs and mix those punches up. And once Virgil Ortiz get in his rhythm, that's when he should go for the kill to take Luben out. Because that's his style. These are his strengths. When he mentally and physically break down fighters, that's what Virgil Ortiz Jr. does. He's constantly advancing. He's constantly letting his hands go. And I know some people might get mad at what I'm about to say, but y'all gonna be all right. He's with the snack program. So don't expect him to be tired. Please don't. You will see snack in full effect tomorrow night. And I'm not saying he's going to win or lose. I'm just telling y'all he's with snack. And so is his trainer, Robert Garcia. Now, Erickson Lubin. What I think Erickson Lubin needs to do in this fight, I think he needs to be extremely intelligent and use his ring IQ. Use his good ring generalship and go into this fight boxing and outboxing a more flat-footed Virgil Ortiz Jr. who comes forward in advance. In other words, Luben should use that 4-inch reach advantage, that 1-inch height advantage that he have over Virgil Ortiz. Don't get into a firefight with this guy. Outbox him. Keep turning him. Stick and move. Get out of there. Get behind your stick. Double that jab. Step to the side. Jump on your bike here and there. Hold Ortiz after hitting him with a big shot. When he's advancing and using his forearms and using his shoulders and using his weight advantage. Yes, to slow down the pace so that Luben won't gas out in the later rounds. And I think if Luben do what I'm saying that he should do. And when I say do what I say, I'm talking about to the T. I promise you, he has a very, very good chance of upsetting Vergil Ortiz. And I have to say this as well. This is important. We know that Erickson Lubin has a certain fight stance, don't we? We know that, don't we? If you know boxing, you know where I'm going with this, right? If you know boxing, you know where I'm going with this. Erickson Lubin is a southpaw. And that is going to play in his favor if he's winning the foot battle against Vergil Ortiz. The same way it played into his favor when he fought a much stronger, much bigger Jesus Ramos Jr. Not saying that Virgil Ortiz Jr. and Jesus Ramos Jr. is the same exact type of fighter. They have different strengths and weaknesses. But the point that I'm really getting at is if Erickson Lubin uses his boxing ability instead of trying to go in here and prove that he has heart and prove that he is macho and prove that he won't lay down for Virgil Ortiz Jr., who will be at home, in exchange with him, I think he has a great chance of upsetting Virgil Ortiz Jr. I mean, because right now, the bet odds don't look good for him. And he can definitely make people a lot of money who might bet on him tomorrow night. All he has to do is do the things that I just mentioned. And he's going to be very successful, especially as a southpaw. Especially with his ring IQ. Especially with his experience. Especially with his skill set. He's a very talented young man. And so is Virgil. So is Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's very talented. This is a good fight, y'all. We're in for a very good treat to close out the year of 2025. We got some more boxing coming up, obviously, as we know this month. But this right here, this is going to be a really, really good fight. Tomorrow, I'm going to give a prediction, but right now, this is just a preview. Man, we in for a good fight tomorrow. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it.